Hey YouTube, Jim here. Welcome to Top 10 Archive. When art is created to be displayed in public in cities and towns, it's usually very G-rated and family friendly. But what about when cities decide, screw it, let's just say yes to anything? That's when you get the top 10 scariest statues that give you chills, which of course is our topic for today.
Number 10. Statue of the Satanic Temple. Detroit has no fear of putting up just about any kind of sculpture commissioned. Take this one, a bronze sculpture of a winged, goat-headed creature with children. So, what's the deal, Detroit? Apparently, the commission of the piece and the petition submitted to display it publicly came from advocacy for the separation of church and state. The Statue of Baphomet is basically a political statement and definitely one of the scariest I've ever seen. Number 9. Baby Eater. Bern, Switzerland really went abstract with their fountain statue with a concept that is almost as difficult as its name. Kindly Fresserbrunnen means child eater fountain, and it's not hard to figure out why. The statue shows an obese ogre eating a baby and holding a bag with more, all alive and kicking. It's not quite clear why this exists, since the statue is centuries old, created in about 1545. Yet it persists, with people walking by it daily. Number 8. Lucille. Lucille Ball is supposedly depicted in this scary statue placed in Celeron, New York, her hometown. A local sculptor and a fan of I Love Lucy took it into his own hands, literally, to make the bronze sculpture and place it in the Lucille Ball Memorial Park. It seems, though, that the town couldn't get behind it. They started a Facebook group to redo it, and even the mayor is pushing for the artist to give this one another try. I think we can all agree Lucy deserves better. Number 7. Ireland's Spiritual Visions. Created by craftsmen in India, these statues are now in a park in Wicklow, Ireland. The statues include Ganesh and Shiva, among other Hindu gods. The more absurd ones include a skeletal creature similar to Buddha, a finger, and the split man, a creature ripping itself in half to represent dysfunctional humans. Each of the 14 statues represents a journey to enlightenment. It was meant to be a spiritual park, and was even closed because parents were using it as a park for their children to play in. Later, it reopened with age restrictions, which is for the best, because this would easily show up in any child's nightmares. Number 6. Trafalgar Square, London. This statue by Maggie Hambling is titled A Conversation with Oscar Wilde and has been included in an article called Sculptures I'd Love to Smash. It's not hard to see why, though it looks like someone beat them to it. Maybe the artist was going through a breakup and reading Oscar Wilde during this time in their life. It seems like the head is falling apart, and we suggest not staring at it for too long. Why the monster is in public for everyone to cringe at is beyond me. But hey, I'm no art critic. Number 5. Babies by Czerny. Walking by these statues at the entrance to the Museum Kampa in Žižkov, you might be compelled to call the police. Are those babies? Take a closer look and you'll see that instead of faces, they have slots like machines. The statues were made to beautify the TV tower they crawl on, and at night they light up with the Czech flag. I'm not sure how robot babies will make anything more beautiful, but they say beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, so maybe it's a Czech Republic thing. Number 4. Blucifer. If you had to choose one place in the city with the most attitude, you probably wouldn't think of the airport in your top 3. Unless, of course, you're from Denver. The Denver International Airport commissioned and now houses a controversial 30'2" statue of a demonic horse. The statue is by Luis Jimenez and has received many complaints and calls for removal. Why? Well, with its red eyes that glow, blue body, and overall creepy look, locals just don't find it representative of their city. The blue Mustang, also called Blucifer, looks like this to represent the spirit of the Wild West, but many just don't agree. Still, the Denver airport refuses to remove it, and you can find it there to this day. Number 3. Nathan Bedford Forrest. How our next statue on the list isn't a meme yet is a mystery. Located in Nashville, this statue is not only hideous, but made for a man who arguably did nothing good with his life. It depicts Confederate General Nathan Bedford Forrest, a founding member of the KKK. Guess who made it? Jack Kershaw, a lawyer who dabbled in sculpting when he wasn't representing Martin Luther King's assassin. Do you think the statue should be taken down? Number 2. Horny Satan. From this list, it would look like a lot of cities are into satanic statues, right? Vancouver joins Detroit and Denver with a statue of Satan that isn't even artistic. In fact, it really crosses into pornographic. I understand nude art, but this one? Maybe it's a little exaggerated. The city had it removed from where it stood next to a highway, and nobody actually knows who bought, made, or placed it. After it was removed, over 2,000 people came forward asking for it to be returned. Seems like whether you take a statue away or leave it, you'll never make everyone happy. Number 1. Il Commendatore by Anna Cromi. If you're ever walking outside the Estates Theater in Czech Republic, don't be alarmed by this statue. Its faceless demeanor and come-hither energy may be enough to sober you up after a night of drinks, but don't worry. It's just Il Commendatore, a ghost statue. The artist is Anna Cromi, and she has several statues in this style. Thanks for watching. I don't think I'll be buying any replicas of these to put in my yard. What do you think of these statues? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Hey, and don't be a stony stiff or bronze or whatever. Be sure to subscribe, click the bell, and give this video a like.